What's up, what's up, what's up? We're getting ready to ride the bicycle on this one right here. I'm taking y'all on a trip right now. I had something to eat. Now I'm ready to ride and talk. Ready to work this off. Got about 1.5 miles before I get to the crib. So we'll get some exercise and have some real life conversation. I just did a Periscope earlier. By the way, my name is CoachKhayr. Today is Relationship Mondays. I do a 7-day, I believe in sevens, the power of 7. 7 is the transformation number, it's the God number. Got 7 days in the week, got 7 chakras in the body, 7 major planets. And so we should have 7 different themes. Like, I like Periscope, but I can't, there's so many people all they're doing is teaching you how to just use Periscope. And I'm sick of that. So I love being different. I'm the different one. Sometimes I'm the black sheep, different things like that. But I really like doing things different. And today, that's what we're gonna do. Periscope on the bicycle, riding down Cascade, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Straight like that with CoachKhayr. Whew. So, are you the reason that your relationship is jacked up? Yeah, are you the reason? Because there's no victims and no villains. Please put that down. Like, the whole relationship premise has been built around you saying somebody else did something to you. I can't start my own business because I got a cheap husband. I can't do this because my wife doesn't let me do this. Your ass is an excuse-itis. That's what you do. You sit there and make excuses, and you don't get anything done because it's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. So guess what you'll be doing in a relationship? Always failing. You always be failing in a relationship when you're always looking outside of your own self. Now, I said something in the last Periscope about, I was talking about solutions for fucked up situations. Because I'm a relationship coach, but in relationships, like, it doesn't matter what people come to me for coaching. If a life coach is only a relationship coach. People always say, you got to specialize, you got to have a niche. It's all relationships. If you got a financial coach, then it's a spiritual coach. It's your relationship with God. If you have a health and wellness coach, it's about your relationship with your value and your habits and the way you eat food and things like that. You need to find your soul seed or your soul contract to find out. Listen, it's about your relationship with your soul contract. I love when we go downhill. Like, I don't have to pedal. It's just rolling right now. I love this part. It'll be different soon. So, I'm always going to be talking about how you relate. But the problem is, in the West, most people, and this is powered by women too, and this whole, because the sinister went through our woman to tell her that everything has to relate back to sex, but it must relate to ownership of sex, not sex as something sacred. And that's why people in their relationships are like so jacked up, because they spend all of their time being concerned about another person's sexual organs. And you forgot why you came down to the damn planet. You came down to the planet to grow. You didn't come down to the planet to be watching somebody's nuts and dick and their pussy and their vagina and having stipulations on your penis must do this in order for me to be in a relationship with you. This must come along with your penis. This must come along with your vagina. I'm so sick of those relationships. That's why I'm so sick of people. I want to help people, but I want to help people who got enough humility to say, yo, that sounds like me. You mean there's something else other than that? See, real people, when somebody brings some real science to you, you let your humility come in and you don't get in your feelings and you be like, yo, that kind of hurts because it goes against everything that I've ever taught, Khayr. I was taught that love equals sex. And when I came up, till death do us part, And then I also believe that it's diseases out here. It's diseases out here. And none of you got God in your relationships. None of you have God in your relationships because you walk around in fear of anything. You walk around in fear of catching a disease. Listen, how would God... Now, let me back up. Because I said something about God earlier to a person. And this person was like, who is God? What God? I was like, come on, shift down to the other gear. Oh, my bicycle doesn't want to shift down to first. We never like that when that happens. Okay, we just have to pull this hill. This is a good one too to pull. And say, well, who is God? I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not coming here talking about some white dude with a gray beard up in heaven from your freaking Bible, okay? So let's get that straight first. There's a mega force in the center of multiple universes. Our universe is not the first nor last. We're like in the ghetto. Like where we are is like so similar to, I gotta make my, there we go. Where we are in the scheme of things is so in the ghetto. So just imagine the middle of the United States. Let's just pretend the United States was the whole universe. And then Cuba would be the ghetto, because downtown would be wherever the center of America is at, the Mississippi River or St. Louis or whatever. So the planet Earth is so far away from where God actually resides. And I know God is within you, a piece of God. God made you. You're a reflection of God. But when you came down here, you became so caught up in being human, trying to stunt and pretend that you were God. Then you get a little knowledge. This is another thing about relationships. People get a little bit of knowledge and they want to go away from something and call themselves conscious. Oh, my consciousness, I'm conscious. And then you know what they do? A tragedy happens in their life. And because they haven't practiced and because they was joking, they resort back to their Christian ways. They're all closet Christians. All of them. They just get on my fucking nerves. I'm conscious. I can't stand white Jesus. And then when somebody dies, they say, I miss them. The fuck can you miss somebody who died if you conscious? Then you fucking know what's going on, that life can't be destroyed. Energy can't be destroyed. Then we go back to relationships. People say, you know, I want this, I want a king. I'm the goddess. I want to do this, that, and the third. But they still want to do Christian ass shit. Oh, now, I'm not bashing monogamy. I'm not bashing polygamy or polyamory. What I'm trying to do is say, know yourself. When you know yourself and what you do and what's the best for you. And a lot of women say monogamy is good for me because there's so many diseases out here. So that means she's in a relationship because of the fear she has of catching a disease, which means she's watching your nuts. She wants the man. She doesn't love him unconditionally. She's not enthusiastic about growing spiritually with her partner. No, I'm in a monogamous relationship because there's so many diseases out here. And guess what? The woman, as the first teacher, she's teaching all the men the same thing. Yep, she's teaching all the men the same thing. So then the men pick it up. And then the men pass it to the children because the men are the first children who the women passed it to. So now we're doing relationships based off of fear of diseases versus love of God, growth potential. No, because people lie so damn much. They be like, yo, I want to be in a relationship with you. Yo, a spiritually transmitted disease is what cats need to be worried about. Because a spiritually transmitted disease can be when you're hanging around somebody who has a terrible negative attitude. I said this before, you cannot transmit a disease sexually. Someone can activate the qualities that you already had, because your immune system fights off any diseases. So for you to get chlamydia, for you to get herpes, for you to get gonorrhea, for you to get AIDS or HIV, and please don't run at me with, I know somebody that had it. HIV is nothing more than cancer reborn. There's so many forms of cancer. And it's not even for population control, because the sinister doesn't want there to be a few people here. The future, yes, catch the replay. The sinister doesn't care about how many people on the planet. The sinister doesn't want to do a population control. The sinister wants more people to be on the planet, having sex, making babies, so it can utilize your energy. How can the sinister be around if it doesn't have a resource? That's another relationship. Human beings and this evil force that's on the planet today that's just siphoning your ass off like a hamster. Most humans get into relationships, even individual relationships. I got to get myself together. I don't need no woman. I'm this, I'm that. That's a relationship with the sinister, because you ain't got no relationship with God. So the only thing left is for you to have a relationship with the sinister. And this relationship, the relationship with the sinister is what? All he wants is your power. Satan or the devil doesn't want you to serve him. He doesn't want you to, like, be my servant. This whole sell my soul shit is some of the biggest bullshit ever in life. Satan, the devil, sinister, shaitan, iblis, disagreeable energy, whatever you want to call it, glyphotic forces, is unreliable. You can't depend on evil to support you. So why in the fuck would evil want to buy your soul? You people give up your souls. You give up fragments of your soul. There's a relationship with your soul every day. And then you want this great person to be in your life. You want this great person to be in your life, and your soul is fragmented. You have a poor relationship with your soul, and then you get mad when you attract somebody who's a reflection of that. Now, everybody hold up 3 fingers. Everybody put the number 3 in the chat. Everybody just type the number 3. Type the number 3, everybody. Come on, let me see some 3s. I want you to be paying attention. There's only 3 type of reflections. Get this if you don't get anything else I'm telling you. This is the key to on the way back to my house. We're here now. Thank you all for riding with me. Thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you for sharing on Twitter. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for listening to the way I teach. People told me earlier today, she was like, a friend of mine, she says, you get so emotional, you want everybody else to shut up. Well, if you ain't talking about nothing, be quiet. When I get around a wise person, I shut the fuck up. That was the wisest thing my mentor told me. You gotta learn to shut the fuck up sometimes. Can you learn to shut the fuck up and listen when some wisdom is being laid down? We're back at the crib. Y'all recognize the backyard. Saddle up. The three type of reflections. Does anybody know what they are? Leslie, you can't answer because you already know. The three type of reflections are past, present, and potential. So whoever you attract is one of these three. They are your potential. So when I met my master teacher, he's my potential reflection of what I could look like. When I talked to somebody on the phone and they did some real dumb shit, they are a reflection of my past and how I used to act in similar situations. You understand? So if I'm gonna work any place, I'm gonna work to my potential reflection versus my past reflection. Your past reflection is the one that tests you. In relationships, you have to realize that a lot of these people that are coming to you are giving you tests. They're giving you tests to see if you're going to pass, because you have this cosmic contract with them. You have this cosmic contract with these people, and we have to see what you're going to do. Like, are you going to pass the test or are you going to flunk the test? Because that's why we keep coming back to Earth. That's what reincarnation is all about. What was the test? Ooh, look at that sun. Look at that sun. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, and it's raining. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, my. Right. So when you run into something that you don't like or that you're not cool with, I guess I'm gonna have to sit on the back porch. I want to sit on something soft. I'll just sit right here for a second. When you're dealing with something that, and I'm still not where I need to be, still getting wet. Which analogy was that, Gail Evans? Because I thought channeling, Gail, I ain't mean to call out your whole joint. And then the third one, there's my present reflection. The one I really, really like. The one that is starting to strive to step their game up. They want to bring up the past and the future reflections. Absolutely. I'll take it back over here for a second. Try to get out the rain. All right. So, past reflection is who you used to be. Potential reflection is who you can be. And your present solution is somebody that you can relate to. That's on your level. Now, when you get into a relationship, at the beginning, that person will probably be future or past. Somebody's going to come in and be the superior person. Somebody's going to be the inferior person. This is the facts. Stop asking me. I hear it all in the spirit is saying, why can't we be equal? Because we ain't. You don't meet people who you're equal with right away. You grow into equality. You grow into equality. You can't just be like, why can't we be all equal? Because we ain't done the same shit. We ain't had the same experiences. So how in the hell can we be equal? Ooh, I got to take these headphones off. I'm getting hot. Y'all still hear me? I got to take these off for a second. My ears are sweating. You can't hear me. Well, thank you. Sense of humor. That's from my present reflection. Yeah, she's my present reflection because she has a sense of humor. And I understand what she's saying, right? So, to know your lane, a lot of times I talked about gender harmonics last week. Knowing your lane as a woman and knowing your lane as a man. That's how you win. Knowing, are you the inferior person in a relationship? Or are you the superior person in a relationship? I don't want to be with my damn equal. It's cool if we grow there, but I either want to know that I'm the leader, so I got this responsibility on my back that I have to set the example as a superior person. That's a test I'm taking. Or I want to be in a relationship where I'm the inferior person and realize the power in being the inferior person and saying, you know what? I got God bless me, God, with this potential reflection that I'm going to work towards so I can better myself. Thank you, God, and thank you, superior person in my life. Now, how do we humans normally react when we get in a relationship with someone who has a superior every damn thing? They're what you want. You ask God, you was like, I want this right here. Most people are always asking for something that's superior to them because they're not there. Because you got what, you know why you got Ray Ray? Or you know why you got all these other ridiculous, or you got Tawana and she doing dumb shit? It's because that's what you deserve. You always get what you deserve. Then when you start asking for something, God want to see, well, what you going to work for when I put it right in your place? I put it right in your face. What you going to do? Thank you, sunshine. When you find out that when I find out I'm the inferior person, I stay in my lane and I let that superior person motivate me and guide me, because I go into my humility. What strengthens me as the inferior person is my humility. What strengthens me in my superior person is my humility. Because superior person doesn't mean that I can just be abusive to you. That makes me the fuck boy person. Now I'm not superior or inferior. I'm a fuck boy, and you can be a fuck girl. If you superior to a person and come in, you know who a lot of fuck girls are? Fuck women. Women who make more money than men and use that to, what's the word? Not womanize, but what is the damn word? Where you making the dude feel like he's a girl. You acting like a dude, like you not manipulate, emasculate. Thank you. That's a fuck girl. So a fuck boy, he might take your car and try to fuck your sister or do some other dumb shit. Don't mess with him. But a fuck girl right now is these women out here who want to be men, but say, I don't want to be in charge. But you in the back of your mind, at the bottom of your damn heart, you say, I make more money than this nigga, and I wish I could have a dude that made more money than me, because if something happens to me, then who's gonna provide for me if something happens to me? This guy can't support my lifestyle. He can't even support what I have myself. I seen that like last week. Somebody was like, well, if I got this, I want the Queen's Code. I'm gonna have to check into that. Can you please email me that or text it to me, because I will forget. hello@CoachKhayr.com or 336-587-1215. I don't care. I get my phone number out. This shit ain't even nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Just text me the cover of the book or the title, 336-587-1215, or you can shoot me an email, whatever. hello@CoachKhayr.com. Thank you. I'm on Google Hangout, CoachKhayr@gmail. But thank you very much. Big shouts out to the UK, reaching all the way across the pond. I'll be in Nottingham soon, I promise you. So check it. When you see someone coming at you with this energy that they can intimidate you because they are superior, I know in most relationships I get into, which is why I'm still not married. Do I have girlfriends? Yes, but I'm not married because these women are like, oh, he's the superior person, and so if this, that, and the third, yabbity, yabbity, yabbity. I don't necessarily even want to be married right now, but they're not like all about marriage right now either. Hell no. They playing house. Even my own girlfriends, they're growing out of it, but they still like to play house and say things like, we married. We ain't married. We ain't married. I know somebody here is thinking like, so what is a committed relationship? Is anybody thinking that? Because if you're not thinking it, I ain't gonna tell you. If nobody wants to know, then I won't volunteer any information. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just go to, what questions do y'all got for me? If anybody's got some questions that you want to ask me, it's not raining anymore. I done sat down and I caught my breath. We rode all the way down Cascade over here to my crib. A committed relationship. This is going to shatter everybody who's watching your definition of what you thought a committed relationship was. No, before I tell you, what do you think a committed relationship is? Let me see what y'all think. I ain't gonna do all the damn work. That's what y'all want. Y'all want to come on Periscope, let somebody do all the work. Right. No, I want y'all to, because somebody's told somebody that I want to be in a committed relationship. You told your girlfriend. You told the man trying to holler at you, I don't want to be no side chick. I don't just want to be a piece of pussy to you. I want to be in a committed relationship. Dudes normally don't use that kind of conversation, but some men want to be in committed relationships. So what is your definition of a committed relationship? I'm waiting on all of y'all. Nobody has a definition of. So if you don't have a definition of a committed relationship, say I don't have a definition of committed relationship. If you don't have it, just say I don't have it. A marriage is a committed relationship. Wrong. Well, what's a marriage? That's the answer could be right if you tell me what a marriage is. I want to know what the actions are. What the actions look like in a committed relationship. Or commitment to myself. In what way? Consciously evolving, co-creating relationships. Commitment to my purpose. So when you want to be in a committed relationship, or you tell a man you want to be in a committed relationship, Leslie, you mean commitment to you want him to be committed to your purpose? Continuing a relationship, monogamous, allowing one another to grow toward the institution of marriage. My own boss. Word. First off, I respect all of your answers. They're incorrect though, but I respect them. And they're only incorrect because nobody told you. I used to have them same answers. But that's why I like to be humble to the superior systems. Because give me the system that damn works, that's scientifically correct. 2 or more people committed to growing together in many areas of our life. Anita Charlotte is really close, but you cheating because we be chopping it up. Anita's a great relationship coach. So, and devotion. Devotion to what? Devotion to what? Listen, thank you so much for all of your answers. I respect them all. And some of you were close, but nobody got it. Okay? So write this down. For those of you who want to whoop whoop, give me a whoop whoop after I tell you. For those of you who want to say that's some BS, then I want you to put BS in there. Because I want to see who's in the room. You're either going to be a whoop whoop or you're going to be a BS. A committed relationship is when you are committed to the practices of the relationship. A committed relationship is not committed to the other person. A committed relationship is committed to the relationship. I'm committed to the work. I'm committed to the work that goes into the relationship. It has nothing to do with monogamy, polygamy, sexuality, none of that. Woo, look at Misha. She done brought my other piece back. 90% business, 10% love. It could go 70-30, but no more. It's kind of more like 70% business and 30% love. Because there could be a 20% swing either way. I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to get back to the percentages. But commitment is committed to the relationship. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Because in a relationship, just like in life, I'm putting 2 things together that have the same purpose. So what's the purpose? What's your purpose? You can love and still not be committed to the relationship. Yeah, because you don't want to do the work. I love the person, but I don't want to. I ain't committed to being there in a relationship with them. I'm not committed to that relationship working, but I love them unconditionally. Excellent, Gail. Excellent. Right. I'm committed to the relationship that's best for me though, and that makes me feel good and I'm happy about it, and I want to wake, and I'm waking up in the morning. She said, define work. Work is a verb. Work is the actions that you take. So in a committed relationship, for me, I'm committed to, I love Tantra. And I want to be in a relationship where I can practice Tantra with my mate. So that means on my own, I have to meditate. On my own, I have to do Qigongs. On my own, I have to develop a relationship with the Creator. On my own, I have to eat right. That's the work I have to put in before I can even be in a relationship with the queen. And then she got to be putting that same work in on the other side. What work is she putting in? So when I come in, then it melds. I ain't got time to be, I don't feel like doing the work and you don't feel like doing the work. That is a perfect relationship though. If you get two lazy people, put them together, but just give them some contraceptives, because they ain't got no damn business having no babies. No business whatsoever. Your work that you're doing that commits. I know that what happens if I meditate daily. I know what happens if I have a strong connection with the Creator. I know what happens if I put my work in and get this sunlight. I know what my work in is if I serve other people by giving them valuable content on Periscope and giving them things that they can use. I know what happens when I give away a portion of my wealth. For me, that's my own inner relationship. So if I'm committed to that, a committed relationship is being committed to the work. I'm committed to the work. I'm not committed to watching your penis or watching your vagina to see who you having sex with. Oh, you can't keep it in your pants. Don't you got a girlfriend? Commitment to growth. Yes. And growing where? Towards God. No. I can still grow with a personal lie. I'm gonna grow down though. There's two directions of growth. Up like tree limb, down like roots. Both of them are part of the same tree. The roots is gonna take longer to get to God than the tree limbs. I choose to grow up. I choose to grow up. I've done going down. It's slow and arduous. It's slow, arduous, and it's not very rewarding. But when I choose to grow up like tree limbs and butterflies, oh my God. Now, I ain't got a beef with the ego. I ain't got a beef with because the ego got to live too. So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, be acting like it's the ego's fault. All you got to do is focus on God. And my focus on my growth, the G in growth is for God. That mega force. I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not talking about Jesus' daddy. I ain't talking about Allah. I may use the words God and Allah and El Elo and Anu. But I'm not talking about like there's some kind of person that I can put my hands on physically and touch. That's ridiculous. God is uncomprehendable. And I want to grow back towards something that's uncomprehendable. Something I can't even fathom, that I ain't even have no damn way that I can relate to it. That's where real joy and real love is at. That's what I want to grow back to. Or you want to grow back to. Or you interested in keep on doing mundane human bullshit, going around the same thing. The ego is definitely not what you think. So many people parrot what they hear other speakers say. They be parroting Abraham Hicks. They be parroting Buddha. They be parroting just everything. The ladies were running. That's what's up. And they stopped. That heel is no joke. So, in a relationship, how do I make sure I'm not the problem? I become committed. And that's how I run a lot of women off too. I run a lot of women off because I'm committed to telling the truth. Radical honesty. And I'm committed to giving you honest feedback. And I'm not committed to telling you a lie. And I'm not committed to saying, oh, I can't tell her that because she can't handle the truth. Shit. You got the wrong one. I can't be with you if I can't tell you the truth. I can't be with you if I can't show you compassion. So when I fix that myself, that's how I know that I ain't the problem. I don't go into the relationship blaming the other person that they're the problem. It's always me, because I got to be the leader of myself. And the number one rule in leadership is what? I'm responsible, or it's my fault. So I'm not even going to enter into something where I'm not being accountable for my own actions. That's why I can't stand the victim and the villain. My husband is cheap. My man didn't do this. He didn't support me. My father beat me. I was in an abusive relationship before. I was abused. I was this. I asked a young lady earlier today. I was like, before I saw her, there were a lot of sexual innuendos. Then when I saw her, there was no sex. So then I asked her, I said, honestly, why didn't we have sex when I saw you? She said, because I can't have sex with two men and one of them supporting me. Say what? When one man is taking care of some bills or helping me with my business, then I can't have sex with somebody else. Oh, okay. So you could be sexually attracted to someone, but because you not receiving something from them to take care of your survival, then you will place your sexuality on as a reward for what someone is doing for you monetarily. I said, wow, that's my past. That was a past reflection. For those of you who have just joined, hi. We're talking about, are you the real problem in your relationships? And people that you meet, you have three reflections. The person is your past reflection, your potential reflection, or your present reflection. And so when you meet somebody that just like totally disgusts you or say something that you just like, ooh, that's your past reflection. Don't get all upset. They're not your present reflection, but they're here to test you. Then when you meet somebody who you like, oh, that's a superior person. I don't even know if I deserve to be with them, or that person intimidates me. That's your potential reflection. And then when you meet someone and it's just like a super connection. Like for me, Anita Charlotte, she's my present reflection. She's in a relationship with a dude, but she's still my present relationship because I love everything about her. Like I don't feel like she's a, like a super guru where there's some things that she knows that I don't know, but I can talk so freely with her that she's and she just feeds it right back. She says, I get you. Your present reflection gets you. Monica is my present reflection. Monica, yes, right there. Anita Charlotte, right there. Yeah. And I'm using her as an example because she's on here, but I would use her as an example anyway. Like I don't gotta blow up her head. She's my she's my present reflection. Leslie, I'll be honest with Leslie. Leslie is my present reflection. Saint's addiction, a man, is my present reflection. When I can just speak from my heart and someone gets me, that's my present reflection. When I'm talking to someone and they don't understand what the hell I just said, then guess what? That's my past reflection. The other day, my man Saints had somebody Saints said somebody attacked him and was hating on him and was saying mean things about him. That was his past reflection. And he was going through a test and he passed it. Then when I meet somebody else who I'm learning some shit from, and I'm like, yo, you way out of that's like a Sunyata Saraswati, a master teacher, or a guru, a Mitchell Gibson, a Kathy Gibson. That's because they have some abilities that I don't have down, like at the snap of a finger. Something they can do at the snap of a finger, and they can like pull me up out of this well that I'm in. I'm pulling somebody else up out of a well. They're my past reflection. They're wise enough to hold it. Then I got other people. I say, yo, help me pull other people out of this well. Those are my present reflections. Help me pull, bro. Help me pull, sis. And then I say, yo, let's go check with this cat right here because they got more muscle than all of us together. That's our potential reflection. So there's 3 reflections. Yes, I'm your spiritual reflection. She puts everything nicely like that. That's why I love women are smarter than us. You got to realize that shit. That's why I get pissed off with women, because when you do dumb shit, but you're naturally smarter than us, then you're the damn problem. When you don't know your lane is that you're the smarter one in the damn relationship. Right. Men ain't the smarter one. We're the physical muscle stronger. We're supposed to be the monks. We're supposed to be the leaders. We're supposed to be the soldiers. And we're supposed to be the politicians routing money home. But y'all supposed to be the damn visionaries, the followers, which is the same thing as the cheerleaders. And you're also supposed to be the nurturers. And you're supposed to be the lovers. Because you do it better than us. It ain't got nothing to do with talking down to you. Know your lane. You have to know your lane in a relationship. Otherwise, you become the problem. Just like when you go into business, you have to know what your lane is so you won't become the problem. It's a team. If I play linebacker and I want to play quarterback, what the hell I look like? Or if I go on a basketball team and Kobe Bryant is bringing the ball down and I am a big ass guard, I'm a little old guard and I want to play center. No, I'm sorry, I'm a big old 7'3" person. I want to bring the ball down and I got Kobe Bryant on my team or Magic Johnson. Stay in your damn lane. Oh, bruh. On the football analogies, I'm a monster. Let me give you another one. You got to learn how to check off at the lane. When you get up to the ball and you know you're getting ready to run the play and you realize that something you're doing is fucked up, you have to be able to check off at the lane. At the line, you have to be able to change the play at the line. That's how you fix relationships. You've been in a relationship for 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years, or 20 years, and you keep running the same damn play, running 3 and out, run 3 plays and have to punt the ball, get lucky and get a score. You got to get up to the ball and get up to the line and change the damn play. Man, I've been lying to this man for 5 months about me having orgasms. I ain't having no damn orgasms. Let me tell this joker. I'm sexually unfulfilled. See, you changed the play at the line. I'm sexually unfulfilled. You got somebody, a woman giving you some head. She's sucking your dick. And you just acting like it's all good and you just keep pulling her up so she can get on top. You ain't pulling her so she can get on top just because the pussy's good. You pulling on top because her head game is garbage. But you ain't want to tell her because you ain't want to hurt her feelings because she might want to then all of a sudden she says, oh, well, since you don't like how I give head, then you operating out of fear. Most relationships, whether it's business or personal, is deemed to fail if you operating out of fear. Change the play at the line. Now, you should be practicing while you're in-house with people, telling them radical honesty. Somebody write down hashtag radical honesty. Or if you want to send this on Twitter, hashtag radical honesty. Because when you practice radical honesty with your partner or in your business dealings, they're used to you changing the play honestly when you get up to the line. Or when you come down on the basketball court and I was supposed to take the last shot, but I see Saint is open, or I see Anita is open, or I see Leslie is open, and I pass the rock to them and let them take the game-winning shot. I can still be the MVP because I'm watching all over the floor. You got to be able to watch all over the floor when you playing this game of relationships. For those of you who just joined, I'm going to just give you the quick recap of how I even got into this. On Mondays is my relationship day for Periscope. That's what I do. On Wednesdays is when I talk about how you do Periscope, how you make money. Monies is relationships. I talk about tantra, sex, gender roles. I do personal experiences, right? 7 days in a week, 7 major planets, 7 chakras in the body. So I got something different for every day. So on Mondays, I talk relationships. And earlier today, a friend of mine hit me on Facebook and said, call me, I need you. And I called them, did not charge them because they wanted to be coached. They used our friendship because I'm a coach for me, and so I didn't send them an invoice and say, you owe me $100 for an hour, or you owe me something, or send me something. No, I was like, I'm here for you. And then we got into a part of the conversation where I was giving them some jewels that they're not familiar with, and I was like, no, I don't agree with that, and that's actually incorrect. Let me give you the real deal. And I walked inside of a restaurant, and the phone disconnected because the phone was on my hip. I wasn't even touching the phone. And then I called them back and went to voicemail. They sent me a text and was like, oh, you hung up on me. I see how you are. I was like, what the fuck? I said, what kind of relationship is this? How do I attract this? That person is my past. And that person was, because we have a friendship. We're not intimate. You understand? There will be no next time. There will be no next time. There'll be no next time. Chop the tree down. Weed your garden. You can't keep giving people. You only got 2 cheeks to turn. Saint, holla at me, Saint. I can only turn the cheek 1 time. Just a second offense. That's for everybody in a relationship. I only got 2 cheeks. You slap me once, I turn the cheek. Slap me again. You raise your hand against me, I will put you in the ground on number 3. And you ain't got to put somebody in the ground, but you got to let them know that you will put them in the ground if they raise their hand against you the 3rd time. Saint, I was just telling them, I only got 2 cheeks. So she told me, she said, the next time something happens again, I should do this. No, I only got 2 cheeks. I turned it once, you slapped the other one. You raise your hand against me, I'm going to show you the goon. Because God made goons too. See, we get into these romantic type style relationships. Saint said he only got 1 cheek. I give you the benefit of the doubt, yo. If I turn the other cheek, you may not connect me. God made the Hulk too. People be all upset talking about when people just get bent all out of shape because of something, but God made me like I am. He crafted me perfectly, so when I see you, I can bring you your karma. Because that's what we do. How do you make money on Periscope? Let me tell you how you make money on Periscope. Somebody else is going to bring you the money. No matter what that you're doing, somebody else is going to bring you any money that you make. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions or billions, somebody else had to bring the money to you. You don't print money, so somebody else had to bring it to you. So karma is just like money. It's what's owed to you. So if I come to you and ignite something and it activates something in you, great or devastating, I'm bringing you your karma. We're all karma activators. I met my man Saint on Periscope the other day. I woke up late. I missed the sunrise. He was in Las Vegas and he had his phone pointing at the sun. He took care of my karma. He brought me something. You understand what I'm saying? So we're all karma activators for one another. So if I'm the gentle lamb and I caress you and I feel you, yeah, I do feel deeper than most, but I've been practicing on feeling deeply. You have to practice on any craft that you really want to sharpen or any quality in yourself. I've been practicing at feeling deeply, feeling myself deeply. From feeling myself deeply, I feel others deeply. So when I'm being just as gentle as a lamb, or I may be being what some may call an asshole, and I'm being right up in your face, talking shit, that's your karma. So when somebody does something to me, the first thing I do is accept it as my karma. You see this medallion on my neck? When I first saw this medallion, I wanted it. It was $300. I didn't have the money. I was like, I'm gonna get it though. set my intentions on getting this medallion. And then on my birthday, somebody walked up to me and said, "Happy birthday," and put this in my hand. They put this in my hand. To me, they should have charged $1,000 because what this medallion is all about, what it stands for, and what it does. And they put it in my hand, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I couldn't even say I can't. And they said, "It's yours. Don't question me." That was my karma. This came to me out of my own personal karma. I've been to prison. I thought I was a good person. The judge was wrong. I got out on appeal, which means he was wrong. But the day he sent me to prison, that was my karma too. That's my karma going to prison. That's my karma getting this medallion. Karma ain't good or bad. It is what it is. It's an accumulation of your stuff. So in relationships, remember that you could be the problem. But if you are also the problem, you are the solution. You are the solution. You can be the solution. You are the solution. But you have to realize where am I going to keep operating to? Keep operating from? Am I coming from solution based, or am I coming from aggravation place? I'm solution oriented because I operate in the gender roles. I know I'm a man, and everywhere I go, I practice manhood because I know that little boys and little girls are watching me. And so if I don't express manhood to women who haven't seen it, how would they learn? That's a problem in relationships I feel on women when they go into, they don't want to have sex with men that they are sexually attracted to. They try to make them wait, stuff like that. Their uterus wants to give them some pussy. The clitoris is jumping, their nipples is down, getting perky, and then they come up with all this bullshit reasons about what's wrong with him. And then they don't fulfill the contract. Whoever you're having sex with is somebody that you already have a prior contract with. Whoever you're in a relationship with is somebody that you already have prior contracts with. If you go into a contract and you say, "Yo, I'm finished fulfilling all the contracts from prior lifetimes, this life, I'm only gonna have sex with you for the rest of my life. And if you die, I'm gonna kill myself. We're gonna die together," some shit like that. That's an honorable contract. It's very extreme and crazy, but it's honorable if you can find two people that's gonna sign